Many wanna claim they love this music with no respect for the actual struggle that produced it. Did hip-hop not start in segregated hoods? Are them hoods not still segregated? So it's really good. Are the First Nation not still on reservations where the age of 46 is the average life expectation?
Ayo, welcome to Command. It is your boy on Demand, and we are back again with another video. In today's video, we have Akala Fire in the Booth Part 2. I wanted to go straight to Part 4 because y'all said Part 4 was the best, but I'm gonna do 2, 3, 4 in order. You feel what I'm saying, to see the progression. But if any time in this video I pause a little too much, just know I'm doing it to save my ass because I've been getting flagged on these videos for not letting, reacting to their content. And I just want to give my honest opinion on the content. I'm not trying to steal anyone's content. So you know what I'm saying, before this video even begins, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe if you aren't subscribed, help me and it helps the channel. And yeah, I'm looking to get educated, man. I'm looking to hear some real shit. I'm looking to hear some real bars, you feel me? I love this intellectual nigga right here, man, because he really be talking. He really be talking, bro. He's a brother. And with that being said, man, we're gonna get into the video. I don't want to take too long in the intro. But yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all could be anywhere else, but y'all right here with me. I appreciate that. All right, let's go.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man, come on, brother. You know what time it is when you hear this, right?
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yo, Akala.
Wow.
Knowledge.
Wait a second, man. Don't tell me this is a Nas beat, man. Don't tell me he's doing this on a Nas beat. Now I can't waste any more time.
It's Power. Volume 1 mixtape 28th of May. Listen. AkalaMusic.com. Tiny bit more vocal, please, actually. Listen. Knowledge is power, always.
Yes, sir. Turn this shit up.
Let's get, brother. Let's get.
Let's go, let's go.
Oi, mate, my personal life's great. Some of you would love me more if I rub that in your face. Okay, well, let us run down the resume and have a little chat about Akala's living today. Big wit, nice yard, been all over the globe. Look how many continents that I have done. Shows, couple little companies, neat little office, everything going swell. Little bit of profit, built a business educating kids from the block. So far as I'm concerned, you gotta be a mum to not rate him. Own my own masters, still my own master. Novels and strips on the way. It's just a part of
Own my own masters. Still my own masters. That right there is gonna go over a lot of people's head. That's tough right there, because not a lot of artists can say that they own their masters. And that's one of the pivotal, you know what I'm saying, that's something pivotal in music. You know what I mean? You need to own your masters, because if you don't own your masters, you really don't own your music. And on top of that, to touch on what he said before, I didn't want to pause too early. You feel me? But he said, I feel like some of y'all would like me more if I rapped about the stuff I've done, or if I showed y'all my life a little more. And I feel like he's being serious, but he's also saying not a lot of people want to be educated, and that's the problem. So I'm gonna do what y'all want me to do. I'm gonna talk about my shit. I'm gonna flex on y'all a little bit, but I'm still gonna kick some knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? Come on now, let's go.
the genius in his head, and he knows it. Dickhead, since I used to kick ball for West Ham with my big head. Back in school days, wearing hand-me-downs from my sister, and jealous still onto man. Now that's some Ross charisma. It's just a nipper. I took my first pull of Rizla. I knew you think gave me that, yeah, my bigger sister. So when we speak of struggle, cousin, it's yours. You know the same old madness. Working class poor, yeah. So may have won a couple awards. I guarantee you that my family just as messed up as yours. All the abuse and the out.
You feel what I'm saying? He's basically saying, oh, I'm not perfect. I come from the same place y'all come from. You feel me? Working class, poor. You feel what I'm saying? And we all come from that. You know what I'm saying? I can speak for myself. You know what I mean? I had my dad around, but my mom was she was working double time. Most of the time I was with my grandma. You know what I mean? She picked me up because my mom was really busting her ass. I lived with just my mom. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel that's what gives me the motivation to want to do what I want to do and to give back, because I was given so much. I was blessed with so much. I want to give back and give my mom that peace of mind. Yo, mom, you don't even got to work. Just chill. You feel what I'm saying? And the struggle really makes animals. You feel me? He's an animal. The struggle breeds that. Let's go.
Alcoholism and drug addiction. Uncles going to prison.
Hold on. We're going to run that back. I don't like to miss a couple lines. We're going to see how that flows.
sister. So when we speak of struggle, cousin, it's yours. You know the same old madness. Working class poor, yeah. So may have won a couple awards. I guarantee you that my family just as messed up as
Yo,
yours.
let's
All
go.
the abuse and the alcoholism and drug addiction. Uncles going to prison. This is working class living in Britain. It ain't great. You gotta be kidding. So please don't ever get confused by me spitting. Cause yes, I said the ghetto's in our head, but no, I didn't mean if you live next to a food yard, that's in your dreams. I meant believing in the madness they spout about us is far more dangerous than putting us in council houses.
I'm gonna keep pausing later on, but look, he said, you know, drug addiction, alcoholism, you feel me? We all got that in our family, man. We all got that one uncle that get a little too drunk on Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? We all got that one cousin who tried drugs a little too early and now he's mentally fucked up. You know what I mean? That's why in college I tried not to really mess around with too many drugs or drink too much, because if you see that growing up, you don't really want to touch that. And right now, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't feel like, you know, weed is honestly a drug. I feel like it's a plant. But sometimes you gotta like give yourself a break from the doja too a little bit to give yourself a peace of mind. Cause like, you know, personally speaking, there was times in my life where like, I let the weed smoke me. I didn't smoke it. And now we trying to stay focused. You feel me? Let's go.
So yeah, I criticize, but from a place of love, never, ever. Cause I think that I've become above every young brother you wanna judge as a tug. It's me, man, it's a little guidance and love, so I think that you're the mug. And why be smug when it's an actual fact? We all commit crime, simply by paying tax. Cause we didn't go and tickle them people in Iraq and ask them so politely for all the minerals we extract.
Speaking facts, you feel what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, he's talking about us going to different countries and like stealing resources and stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's you know what I mean? We say it's in the name of our country, like, you know, in Britain or like here in the U.S. we say it's for the greater good for us, but you know what I mean? What about the greater good of the country we're stealing from, or the place we're stealing from, or the place where that we're hurting the civilians and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna ever be able to find world peace until we look at everyone from different regions as our brother, as our sister. Like I said in my last video, I said love is the answer. You know what I'm saying? You fight fire with fire, you're gonna get more fire. But if you actually, you know what I'm saying, like fight fire with love, you're gonna put that fire out potentially. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't always happen like that, but sometimes it gets diffused and y'all could, like, you know what I mean? Come on, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Size, but from a place of love, never, ever. Cause I think that I've become above every young brother you wanna judge as a tug. It's me, man, it's a little guidance and love, so I think that you're the mug. And why be smug when it's an actual fact? We all commit crime simply by paying tax. Cause we didn't go and tickle them people in Iraq and ask them so politely for all the minerals we extract. We blew children's heads off, set fire to backs. With a gangster nation, get down and you get clapped. So when you see the youth, they're running around on the road with heaters, don't be surprised, they're just copying their leaders.
You said that, you feel what I'm saying? That's crazy, you feel what I'm saying? I love how he just speaks the truth unapologetically. He doesn't care about who's gonna judge him, who in the government's gonna frown upon anything. He said it doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? We got freedom of speech, and that's one thing the world has lost today. Everyone is getting canceled for speaking their mind, and God forbid you speak out against the masses or you say something that's not the status quo. They don't want to fuck with you. I respect Akala for saying that. You feel what I'm saying? How you gonna get mad at the gangsters in the street? How you gonna get mad at these dudes committing crimes, toting guns and shit, but we doing that in other countries and cutting civilians' heads off and killing them, taking their resources? You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on. And how you gonna get mad when that's what you're portraying in the movies? You got all of these movies about gangsters, this and that. What about movies about educating the youth? What about movies about, you know what I'm saying, how we can come from the struggle and succeed? They don't want us to see that people that look like us or that don't, you know what I'm saying, even people that are white or like people that, you know, come from a lower class, anybody, they don't want to see us have a role model that we can look up to, because that gives us hope. They don't want us to have that. And I may go over some people's heads, you feel what I'm saying, but I respect Akala, you feel what I'm saying? I really got to tune in with him more, because like everything, he just speaks his mind, yo. We're gonna keep going. My fault for talking so much, you know what I'm saying? I just be trying to, like, you know, compute everything.
Lightly for all the minerals we extract. We blew children's heads off, set fire to backs. River gangster nation, get down and you get clapped. So when you see the youth, they're running around on the road with heaters, don't be surprised. They're just copying their leaders.
Yes,
Long
sir.
as the war, stay in places that are brown and poor. We can all pretend to be abhorred, but we applaud. If you go up to Knightsbridge and get violent, the policeman that dockers you will probably get knighted. If I don't want to fight you, cuz it ain't cause I'm frightened. I'd just rather fight with those who really think they're titans. I ain't scared of bleeding. I am scared of breathing another breath in this world where everything is so uneven.
He ain't scared to die. Like I said, he gonna stand for what he believe in. You feel me? Like, come on. Come on, you gotta respect him for that. You gotta respect him for that, man. Come on now. Let's go.
When millions murdered in the Congo when it's barely news. But if a footballer's wife should buy a pair of shoes, I'm supposed to give up. Apparently, I do not. The world's a reflection of your block. And if you think a world that profit from their death and be totally cool, thinks you're better cause you live here, you're a bloody fool. Look around the genocidal abuse. I swear humanity ain't nothing but a virus with shoes. Then I pick my nephew up from school and I look at the youths and see the love they show each other, and I'm just so confused.
Yo, honestly, I think I know what he's about to touch on. Cause, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm gonna let him do it. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna talk about something. I'm gonna let him do it. Hold on.
The profit from their death and be totally cool, thinks you're better cause you live here, you're a bloody fool. Look around the genocidal abuse. I swear humanity ain't nothing but a virus with shoes. Then I pick my nephew up from school and I look at the youths and see the love they show each other, and I'm just so confused because they ain't learned yet what is their race or religion. So we're born unconditioned, but we learn to play our position.
That's it. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is. I honestly feel like, you know, in school, in the street, we embrace each other. We show love to each other. But they want us not to be on the same page. They want us to kill each other and to hurt each other. They don't want peace, as crazy as it sounds. And I may get some backlash for saying this, but he said it better than I could. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's confused. You know what I'm saying? They portray that we're this and we're that and this is going on. But you look and you see, you know what I mean, brothers of color or anybody, like, you know, they embracing each other. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it's just, I don't know. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
in the system, look what that does to our recognition.
hold on. I think I missed something, man. I think I missed something.
And be totally cool, thinks you're better cause you live here, you're a bloody fool. Look around the genocidal abuse. I swear humanity ain't nothing but a virus with shoes. Then I pick my nephew up from school and I look at the youths and see the love they show each other, and I'm just so confused because they ain't learned yet what is their race or religion. So we're born unconditioned, but we learn to play our position in the system. Look what that does to our recognition of self. We grow suspicion of our own intuition. Now listen,
I asked myself this question, yo. Let me put on my glasses for this, cause I'm dead ass. Like he said, we are brought up on condition. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we are brought up on condition. A kid isn't brought up into this world racist or prejudiced. You know, we're taught those things. You feel what I'm saying? People are taught those things. And that's all I had to say.
Akala sick way raps about racism too much. Could you imagine I gave a flying? Cause it's amazing. Many wanna claim they love this music with no respect for the actual struggle that produced it. Did hip-hop not start in segregated hoods? Are them hoods not still segregated? So it's really good. Are the First Nation not still on reservations where the age of 46 is the average life expectation?
Go back. Fuck, I just keep missing shit because he's just throwing it at me. Pause.
Our recognition of self. We grow suspicion of our own intuition. Now listen, I call a sick way raps about racism too much. Could you imagine I gave a flying?
Yo, I love his humor, bro. Like, he's so intellectual, but people like sleep on his humor. You feel me? Like, he adds that wit to his rap, which makes it like, it's tasteful. It's not just somebody throwing facts down your throat. Pause. It's somebody like, he's teaching you, but he's making you laugh and smile too. That's what I like, man.
cause it's amazing. Many wanna claim they love this music with no respect for the actual struggle that produced it. Did hip-hop not start in segregated hoods? Are them hoods not still segregated?
Facts.
It's really good. Are the First Nation not still on reservations where the age of 46 is the average life expectation? And fellas, I wonder where the favelas could be suddenly knocked down and replaced with something better. If you got sense, you see fights are joined, and race, class, and gender, the sides of the same coin. So if you're really down for justice, whoever the people who suffers, whoever you are, I consider you my sisters, brothers.
I like that. I like that how he said, like, if you're down for the same thing I'm down for, if you're down to make a change, if you're down for justice, if you're down to, you know what I'm saying, fix the problems we have, you're my brother or sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, the only way for us to come together is to understand that we are all one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm me, you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm also you and you also me. Like, we got to show love in that way, you know, like, theoretically. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it may not be that on paper. I may not be you, you may not be me. But if we treat each other as such, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to talk to yourself in a negative way because you're going to feel negative. So why talk to somebody else or discriminate somebody else? You understand? Like, we got to treat each other as one. That's what I mean.
But call it what it is, like Carlin or Bill Hicks. Not these patronizing left-wing little twits that ask me dumb shit on a superior tip. I wanna act like cause I read I saw less violence as a kid. Don't make me an exception for your mental protection from accepting the madness in the system we are left in. That was the clearest thing to come of August events. All the closet bigots started speaking their minds against. So when a Jamaican or Asians misbehaving, of course it's cause of their skin. Blonde hair kills 1 million people, that's just him.
Listen, man. Tell me what he said that was a lie. You feel me? Like, look at it like this. I'm mixed. I'm African American, I'm Irish, and I'm West Indian from St. Kitts. You feel me? I have a lot of different cultures in my blood. But my skin, you see the brown skin, you see the dark skin. Does that make me more violent than somebody else who is lighter than me? And that's what he's saying. You feel what I'm saying? But, like, why when I do something, or theoretically when somebody of my color does something, or somebody that's Latino or Asian, or, like, you know what I'm saying? Even, you know, why does, when somebody who's not, you know, when somebody who is of color does something predominantly, it's because of who they are. And it's because, like, they're violent. That's the environment they grew up in. Oh, they're criminals, this and that. Even in America, they call us criminals, and they say, well, like, we're a menace to society. You know what I mean? Even our president called us that. You know what I mean? Whatever. But look, when, I don't mean to bring this up, you know what I mean? Because I have a lot of Caucasian and white supporters. But when a kid shoots up a school and he's Caucasian, they say he has a mental illness. That's just him. He was bullied. But God forbid I do something like that, I'm seeing the death penalty. You feel what I'm saying? Let's go.
Exception for your mental protection from accepting the madness in the system we are left in. That was the clearest thing to come of August events. All the closet bigots started speaking their minds against. So when a Jamaican or Asians misbehaving, of course it's because of their skin. Blonde hair kills 1 million people, that's just him. And it's entertaining, some people are so thick. But I prefer that than all of the fake grins. Cause it's the only problem. People claim they want us so, but don't actually want to talk about how it evolved. You are told this country really, really yours, sir? What they did to brown people did to their own poor first and originally in the States.
Honestly, me and my dad talk about that a lot. You know what I mean? Like, in ancient times, us people of color and indigenous people, we were once kings and queens, and we had, you know, slaves, but they weren't really slaves. They were the working class. You feel what I'm saying? Even white kings and queens, they had their own slaves, which were people that looked like them, the working class. You feel what I'm saying? So on top of that, it's just like, I don't know where I was going with that. I wanted to touch on what he said. If I get the idea, oh, all right, political. Not everybody wants to bring up the politics in the industry because they're afraid of how they're going to be looked at. When in reality, you speaking the truth may inspire somebody else to speak the truth. And now look, we have everyone speaking the truth. And now look what that did. That ignited change. Come on now.
Million people, that's just him. And it's entertaining, some people are so thick. But I prefer that than all all of the fake grins. 'Cause it's the only problem. People claim they wanna solve, but don't actually wanna talk about how it evolved. You are told this country really yours, sir. What they did to brown people did to their own poor first, and originally in the States, working class whites were also enslaved. And no one talks about it today.
Facts. 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 Facts.
Ever since the master came with the system of privilege, made the working whites the overseers.
I don't mean to pause this. My camera's dying. I gotta get on with this reaction. But look, if I'm being honest, and it was never about black, white, color. It was never about that. And I don't even like to get into this too much because some people may call me crazy or whatever, or just say I talk too much, or like I don't have the facts to back it up. But like I said, there's a hierarchy put into place. It's about class. It was never about color. And that's how they keep us divided, because that is the most tangible thing we see. You see somebody that doesn't look like you, you automatically have, you know what I'm saying, pre-notions of who that person is, and you automatically have whatever you heard about that specific culture or those people in the back of your head, and it causes you to have that superior complex. That's why people look down on some people of color, vice versa. You feel what I'm saying? It has nothing to fucking do with race. It's about class. And like he said, the people who came here and had the plan, they knew what they were doing. Whatever, man. I hope my video don't get taken down.
Did to brown people, did to their own poor first, and originally in the States, working class whites were also enslaved. And no one talks about it today. Ever since the master came with the system of privilege, made the working whites the overseers, mulattoes the house, could put the darkest blacks in the field. That mind is with us still. $billion industry, skin cream and bleaching pills. And let's be honest, most people in my complexion to this very day still think they're better than the darker section. You say
facts. Facts. Light-skinned people think they're better than dark skins, vice versa. It ain't about that. We gotta understand. It ain't about that. It ain't about that.
On the industry, skin cream and bleaching pills. And let's be honest, most people in my complexion to this very day still think they're better than the darker section. You say it's changed, then only educate me about Wilberforce, not about the Africans in Haiti who beat the armies of the British, Spanish, and Napoleon. From the moment they stolen them, there was no controlling them.
They're not gonna teach us about our people in history. You know why? Because that gives us hope. They don't want to give us hope, because if they give us hope, they know we can overcome the oppression. And we are all oppressed. No matter, it may be white people. White people are still oppressed by the higher up white people who keep the less privileged white people down. Same things with the higher. You know what I mean? Like he said, the blacks, the light skins, we keep each other down. It's a system, and they know what they were doing, man. I'm about to pause this because there's an ad coming.
When I was...
Yeah, honestly, that's just how I feel, man. That is really how I feel. And people not going to like that. I'm going to let this ad play, honestly, because I know as a YouTuber, if you skip my ads, I'm not getting paid. So I'm going to let this ad play until it's done. And then we're going to keep going. But yo. That man nice.
When I was in school, she said, no, you never fought for freedom. No, we freed you. And you were on your knees pleading. And what's more, did you know that we kind of saved you from the barbarism of Africa? You should be grateful when enough of our own people can't be bothered to read.
It's brainwashing. It's called brainwashing. Making us think that we didn't have our own systems, our own villages, our own, you know what I'm saying, our own civilization. We did. It just takes that person to do that research. You feel what I'm saying? Let's just go.
That they actually believed that we were swinging from trees. They don't know the Kingdom of Congo had embassies in Italy 500 years ago. Literally ain't heard of St. Maurice nor Septimus Severus. They ain't studying the past because they think it's irrelevant. And attempt to pretending ancient Egyptians weren't African. Nothing more than pseudo-intellectual lies. They obviously ain't read what Aristotle and Herodotus said about people that they saw for their own eyes.
It's a lot of knowledge. I'm taking in a lot of knowledge. A lot of the stuff he's speaking, you know, me and my dad be having these conversations a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Because he likes to keep me in the loop. And if it wasn't for my pops, I wouldn't know a lot of this stuff. Also, a lot of this stuff I did my research on my own. But it's inspiring, and it's cool to hear an artist like Akala, someone who looks like me, to speak on it. Honestly, man.
Egypt's been invaded since the fall of the pharaohs. Not once, not twice, but many, many times. And nobody wants to explain why so many statues are missing noses. Even when the statues made of granite, it ain't one people alone. Mistaught about themselves, we live on Celtic land. But don't learn about the Celts, the same Irish people you characterize as stupid during the dark ages. Some of the most educated living in Europe. And did you learn the numbers you count with every day was invented by Indian people? I bet you didn't. Or how many million Indians fought for Britain in both world wars? Still you got the cheek to call them immigrants.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that right there. I did not know that. I didn't know that they fought for them. That's crazy. And we still took their land and we still took their freedoms. And we call them immigrants when we are all immigrants. But honestly, this is... Oh my God.
They was invented by Indian people? I bet you didn't. Or how many million Indians fought for Britain in both world wars? Still you got the cheek to call them immigrants. We don't learn about the Moors, of course. For some that knowledge dangerous. Is it a problem the impact they had on the Renaissance? When people take power over another group, we minimize their achievements so we can make it feel true. So if you think Columbus was first to sail ocean blue, you probably believe Elvis invented rock and roll too.
That's all they teach us in school. Christopher Columbus this, Christopher Columbus that. No! We was here already! Come on, man. I love that Elvis line too, because a lot of people think Elvis created rock and roll. Like, it's on the internet. There's information you can get on the internet. Like, we just have to educate ourselves. This man right here, yo.
People take power over another group. We minimize their achievements so we can make it feel true. So if you think Columbus was first to sail ocean blue, you probably believe Elvis invented rock and roll too. And oh, for the record, no doubt I believe in peace, but not for 1 second and they'll turn the other cheek. They slap you, slap them back. Take teeth. The only way you bully ever learn is getting beat. Fight fire with fire, nah, fire with war. See, the life-giving force is stronger than the destroyer. That's why these MCs can't speak to me. No, only men are not made equally.
I like that. I mean, I like that. Fight fire with war, honestly, because if you lay down, they gonna keep walking all over you. You're like a mat. You know what I'm saying? But once somebody who's educated speaks out, they don't like that. Because they know you're an educated, you know, whether it be a white man, black man. They don't like that shit. Because if you know your history, you're dangerous. You're powerful. You're intellectual. They don't like that because they know you got plans. And you may have bigger plans than the plans that they have for us. Because they don't want us doing nothing. That's why they don't give us nobody to look up to. No matter what color you are, they want to paint this picture of that we should be appreciative for what I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Smash that like button for me and subscribe if you are not subscribed. Let's go. Halfway through this.
My brain's made of iron fiber, conducting the livest wire. My average grade's higher than Oxford or Cambridge require. I don't want credit because I got a message. I want credit because I'm the best MC. Get it? When I came out way back in 04, sister, I just want every award. Most man would have done the big thing, put big hits on the chorus chords. That would have been A-list, sure. Quickly I would have been famous more, but look how I came in this thing drawn. Bang up the streets and war. If IMC then heard me rap, I'll be like, what the? I ain't never gonna be that good, so I better not push my luck. It will embarrass me. Only insanity would make you tragedy. But I hope if we bump heads, that day that I feel like charity.
Ooh, he said we both heads. You better hope that day I feel like charity. You know, funny, so you better hope like when you run into me, I'm having a good day. You feel me? Because if not, he said he gonna let it rain on their ass. You feel me? I like that. Talk that shit.
If not, it's a beating, and there ain't no use in search of a meaning. Cause all it means is that you are crap and I am a genius. Where I'm Panama, I'll push the perimeter. Can you imagine if I'm sicker than average? I killing with character. Benjamin Banneker, look at the marriage and stuff.
Yo, this nigga's flow is crazy. Crazy, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
The damage went from Metallica, got it locked for the whole of the Canada. So cold that I roll in the challenger. Why you man roll with the amateurs? I'm too much harder. You can just call him Father Akala, but I don't talk shit like a pastor. You really know that I'm smarter than half a bloody disaster. If I ever start, I'll probably a prodigy, make you a martyr. For these crap MCs that mumble.
He put all the mumble rappers to sleep. He put a lot of these rappers to sleep. Talking that shit.
To me in the flesh and crumble. Never told you that I was humble. No, I'm not. Don't lie. I'm so sure in my writing ability that I feel like I'm finding divinity. Sit down and me rhyme a soliloquy. My agility, time in his military. What a scene guillotine for the mini-me. It seems your theme for the mimicry. Your team couldn't dream of the synergy. That'll be when I scheme when a wicked beat. There goes again with the big words with best syllables. Get dictionaries out. That's what I'm about. Sounds on the shout.
Where's my dictionary, yo? This nigga. Where's my dictionary at? Hold on, I'm not gonna run this back because this video's been long enough. But he's talking that shit, yo. And he's so talented in the fact in a way where he could put words together, and it's just, he shits on any rapper, you feel me? Not just like, you know, as an MC, intellectually, because knowledge is power. And when you hold that type of knowledge, you're powerful because you're confident in what you know, and you know how to move. He probably moves like a vulture in a room full of snakes, you feel me? Like, he knows what the... Let's go.
Smashing them out, bloody professor, a man of the letters I read and I'm sure that I'm better. Never regret an endeavor to dead and oppressor. I think that the lepers that think that their pleasures are better endeavors. Do none of my pressures, but see me, born in a rage, maroon blood coursing my veins. As you can see, I was born for the stage, but I'll never be that cultural maid. Some say that we're political, is what they...
I like that. I was born for this, but I'll never be that cultural maid. Like, you're never gonna use me for my talents, never gonna use me for my information. I'm going to be the one to benefit off of it. Plus, I'm gonna give back. Plus some. That's what he's talking about.
Lepers that think that their pleasures are better endeavors. Do none of my pressures, but see me, born in a rage, maroon blood coursing my veins. As you can see, I was born for the stage, but I'll never be that cultural maid. Some say that we're political, is what they're doing, is it? Don't they preach a political doctrine called materialism? But for all the Italian clothes that you wear, or German cars that you drive, or French champagne that will buy, will still be monkeys in their eyes. So why you...
Wow. I mean, yo. Facts. He said no matter what we get, what cars we get, what foreign cars we get, what Italian designer, you know, Louis, whatever, we're still going to be monkeys in their eyes. You feel me? And that's a fact. And honestly, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who said this, but it was somebody I listened to as a motivational speaker. He said, it's not what's on me, it's what's in me that matters. And Akala is a representation of that, man.
Lepers that think that their pleasures are better endeavors. Do none of my pressures, but see me, born in a rage, maroon blood coursing my veins. As you can see, I was born for the stage, but I'll never be that cultural maid. Some say that we're political, is what they're doing, is it? Don't they preach a political doctrine called materialism? But for all the Italian clothes that you wear, or German cars that you drive, or French champagne that will buy, will still be monkeys in their eyes. So why you were begging it? Who knows? Italians fight to wear Jamaican clothes. Italians call their own women, but everyone's entertainment, bro. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the one with the codes of the films all over the globe. I'm bunning out shows, but still don't oil my chest and pose.
That's deep. I don't know if y'all heard that. I'm gonna run that back.
Smashing them out, bloody professor, a man of the letters I read and I'm sure that I'm better. Never regret an endeavor to dead and oppressor. I think that the lepers that think that their pleasures are better endeavors. Do none of my pressures, but see me, born in a rage, maroon blood coursing my veins. As you can see, I was born for the stage, but I'll never be that cultural maid. Some say that we're political, is what they're doing, is it? Don't they preach a political doctrine called materialism? But for all the Italian clothes that you wear, or German cars that you drive, or French champagne that will buy, will still be monkeys in their eyes. So why you were begging it? Who knows? Italians fight to wear Jamaican clothes. Italians call their own women, but everyone's entertainment, bro.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Do they do that to their women? You know, in hip-hop, we do, you know, excuse my language, but in hip-hop, they love to call women bitches, hoes, tricks. I have a mother. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not cool. And growing up, you may have slipped up and said those words or whatever, or sang them in a song, but as you age, you realize, like, that's just keeping us down and it's just setting us back. These other cultures don't do that. They don't. They stick within them, and that's it. We looked outside of ourselves for clarity or acceptance, which we don't need to, and we make ourselves a mockery through the music. Don't get me wrong, I love hip hop, I love music. You want to get lit every now and then, but I just can't listen to low vibrational stuff, especially when you're on a spiritual path of freedom and freeing your mind. But you want to be in the space like YouTube, like also I want to make YouTube videos too. It's hard to find the medium, but one thing I would never do is be that cultural slave. He said it best.
But hey, what do I know? I'm just the one with the codes of the films all over the globe. I'm bunning out shows, but still don't oil my chest and pose. Pose a threat to the power structure. Not because we're anything special, but because we're the people together. And that's the only way things change ever. Oh my gosh. Akala just tore the building to pieces! I don't know what to say. I feel like I just been schooled for a hot minute right there. Certain MCs, you know what? Like, I don't want to hear you. Don't call my phone. If you ain't coming to destroy a beat like that, don't call my phone.
Facts. Facts. He just gave us a history lesson, but he violated that mic 9 minutes straight. A lot of these rappers can't even give us two-verse songs.
You're gonna get a voicemail. Akala. Wow. I don't even know what to say.
Word.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah.
This beat go hard. I'm not gonna front this beat go hard.
Power corrupts absolutely, but absolute powerlessness does the same.
Hold on. My fault, y'all. I was talking. I need to hear this again.
Listen. Yo.
I know you gonna dig this.
Absolute power corrupts, absolutely, but absolute powerlessness does the same. It's not the poverty, it's the inequality we live with every day that will turn us insane. Absolute power corrupts, absolutely, but absolute powerlessness does the same. It's not the poverty, it's the inequality we live with every day. Yo, listen.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Got nothing to do with the situation we in. You know what I mean? It's the inequality. We'd be perfectly fine if everybody was going through the same stuff. But it's the fact that some people get to go through it a little less, and some people have to deal with it a little more. So it's like, is it really all men are created equal? Or is it just like all men are created equal with the exception of a few? You know what I mean? Come on.
In a scheme of living, my life wasn't hard, but as far as Britain goes, I practically starved. Sleeping in a tracksuit, gas meter running up, electric car off as well, candles lighting up the house. Looking in my mother's eyes, I see how she feels.
Yeah.
The strain and the pain of just paying bills that ain't real. And that's how I grew, like so many more. And that was part of who I am very sure. You wanna know the rage I feel in my stomach? No, my mom and dad's blood when I was still in her stomach.
Yo. Felt that. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't mean to get deep, but you know, my mom and dad didn't split up when I was in her stomach, but like shortly after I was born, they had to, you know, they separated and she got out of the situation. But honestly, you know what I mean? That's honestly speaking, this is my platform. I can be honest no matter who's watching. I don't care. That type of stuff leaves an imprint on you. You know what I mean? Whether you know it or not. Me, I've done a lot of shadow work, and I realized it played a vital role in my upbringing. And now that's why, like, all I want to do is give back to my mom. I know my dad's always gonna be good. He a man. He gonna be good. But my mom, she worked overtime, like I said. You know what I'm saying? I was with my grandma majority of the time. Sometimes my mom, like, not all the time, but sometimes she was working late. She missed my basketball games. And sometimes my dad was working. He missed my basketball games. My grandma was there though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so things stick with you. I just felt that line deeply. It gave me, like, you know, goosebumps a little bit. Because honestly, that's where we come from. We want to give back because we see those who love us struggle to provide for us. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's go, man. Facts.
Drain and the pain of just paying bills that ain't real. And that's how I grew, like so many more. And that was part of who I am very sure. You wanna know the rage I feel in my stomach? No, my mom and dad's blood when I was still in her stomach. And not everything that happened I will put in 16s, but I will tell you enough so you will know what I mean. My boy's mother got cancer the same time as mine, but is my...
That's deep. Not gonna front. I gotta mute it because of the ad. I don't want to get copyrighted. My wisdom tooth is starting to hurt, honestly. I'm gonna skip this one. You know what I mean? I'm gonna skip this one. We gotta go.
Mother died and mine survived. It was crazy back then. When I was like 10, already had the mental strength more than many grown men. It's
Facts. Facts, bro. Facts, nigga. You feel me? Like, it's yo, bro, that shit just gives me chills, and I'm gonna try not to get emotional. It's just like I've been feeling a lot lately, especially trying to do the spiritual work, meditating. I've been trying to get close to myself. So something like this, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it'll make you feel. It'll really make you feel. And honestly, like, at age 12, I was going through stuff that somebody 18, 19 wasn't even going through. So what does that cause you to do? It causes you to grow up. You know, not even just 12. Between the ages of 9 and 12, forced to grow up. I'm only 24 now. But I feel like I've seen a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Word. Shit about to make me emotional if I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
It was crazy back then. When I was like 10, already had the mental strength more than many grown men. This was a couple years after my stepdad left. Did he really know the crazy mess that he left? Because mom done recover from the lumps in her neck, but being poor and alone couldn't cope with the stress. My big sis fought, so much so, now I hadn't left school. When she left home, I was 13 by now, still a little kid, innocent. Next couple years though, returning to a militant. That is the result of no food in the fridge. And every other day you're getting searched by the pigs.
Yo, he went through a lot. He definitely went through a lot, yo. Just hearing his story, I kind of understand why he took the route of educating himself. And, like, because at that age, you're looking for answers. And he found them within himself. but he found them also outside because knowledge is power, and that empowered him, especially his upbringing. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's not dope. It's tough, like going through that at a young age, but he turned it into a positive. You feel what I'm saying?
Plus these patronizing teachers, dope, my grade sick, trying to emasculate me, yeah, turn me to a Anna. Don't mean a woman, please let me be clear. I mean a spineless man, because what do they fear? More than a working class brown mayor with a brain. When our energy is harnessed, everything changed. Look at Pac, look at Marley, look at Hendrix, look at Garvey. This is the potential that is wasted on a daily basis. A racist, classist world that we live in. Still we coming for nothing and we educate millions.
Facts. That's the will. That's the willpower we got. We come from nothing, but we still educating and inspiring millions. What does that tell you, man? Can't nobody stop niggas.
Why it scares you. It's like, how dare you overcome obstacles that we have been careful to place in your way every step of the way. In this so-called democracy where kids get sprayed, blacks and the Asians, Turks and the Chavs, crowded in council flats, living like ants. And who's more confused than so-called white trash, talking this madness about they want their country back. It never was yours. You should read more. What they did to brown people, they did to their own poor. But people's memory short, so much that I'm seeing black and Asian kids cuss Eastern Europeans. No pot to piss in, makes competition. I fail to see how this is an effective system.
Facts. Oh, the system only appeases those who made the system. And as from within the system, only can you not overturn the system, but you could honestly, infiltrate and honestly try to make a change. And that's what Akala is doing. Honestly, when I heard that he teaches at Oxford, I was surprised. Not necessarily surprised, but I was surprised in the sense like, yo, that's dope. Like that's a high position to be teaching at Oxford University. But what he's doing is he's educating millions, thousands, millions per semester, per year. And like I said, the only way to get inside the system is to do it within. And he did it strategically, and he's smart. He's an artist, but he's teaching kids, teaching teenagers, teaching young adults. He's teaching us. He's teaching me. If I would have never found him, I feel like, I would have been missing out. And I'm excited to do part 3 and part 4. Not today, but probably tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? But this is deep, man.
When cats and dogs in America and Britain eat better food than most of humanity, and we spend our technology only on killing. How is this more than sophisticated savagery? It was once said, the world is a stage, each person just an actor with a part to play. Like middle-class kids and kids of the rich that have everything, but yet still they pissed or they cocaine.
Ooh, facts. I got friends in the hood that grow up from nothing, and they're grateful, happy. They don't want for anything. It's like, yo, I'm just blessed to be able to see another day. I'm just grateful I'm able to go home safe, because that's something that we take for granted. Being able to walk in your house after a long day, especially what's going on in this world, and to be safe, that's something we take for granted. And not to just touch on that, a lot of kids that are like, have rich parents or like a product of nepotism, they don't see the struggle. So like, can you blame them for not being as grateful as somebody who had to go through the mud? You know what I'm saying? But honestly speaking, it's like, yo, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Ketamine strung out on, I ain't generalizing. Look at the evidence, so go to Glastonbury any year, you will see. But unlike Carnival, it won't be crawling with police. This is London. The kids on the very next street had a very different life experience from me.
Yeah.
In my experience, they can't help but be smug. After a lifetime of what they think's just good luck,
Yeah.
they're still more anxious and more thankless.
Yeah.
Unearned privilege weighs like an anchor. That's why they copy what we do, trying to be what they know.
I don't mean to pause too much, but facts. That's why a lot of people that aren't of color listen to our music, because they try to copy what we do, emulate, and they want to feel like they come from that, because they don't come from that. And us that make that type of music, talk about our struggle, that is therapy for us. You know what I'm saying? That's therapy. When I write down how I feel on paper and I write lyrics, it's my therapy. You feel what I'm saying? Of course, I went to therapy before. That's therapy in itself. I've spoke to people about my history and about what I grew up dealing with. But writing music and expressing the way Akala is doing, that's therapy. And that's why they listen to us, because they want to embody that and feel like that. They want to emulate us and feel like, you know what I'm saying, they went through that struggle, because they really don't go through a struggle. There's very few kids who their parents don't give them everything if their parents are rich or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. I'm not trying to generalize, but you know what I'm saying? You know where I'm going with that.
They will grow up though and get better jobs and maintain a system that they claim that they hated. They can't fight against, they got a stake in this matrix.
Yeah.
Hip hop is just a fact.
Matrix, facts.
You didn't know? But for us, this is a living, breathing soul. And yeah, they might backpack in South America or even volunteer in an African village. But all said and done, when push comes to shove, hits the fan of middle class and British, and I ain't even dissing. That's just how it is. Most rich brown people are just as full of shit. So much more concerned with our cars and jewels. Most of the world's poor looks just like you. So much more concerned with being privileged few. And who knows, maybe me too, because absolute power corrupts absolutely. But absolute powerlessness does the same.
Yo, Akala's talking, man. I gotta listen to more of his music. I have to listen to his albums or mixtapes or whatever he has. Like any of his music that he has out, cause you know what I'm saying. These Fire in the Booth is crazy, yo. So much in 14 minutes. He gave us so much knowledge and history in 14 minutes.
It's not the poverty, it's the inequality we live with every day that will turn us insane. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, but absolute powerlessness does the same. It's not the poverty, it's the inequality we live with every day that will turn us insane.
I'm not even gonna let this play any longer, man. Y'all I think this video is like 40 minutes, man. If you stood to the end of this video, you are a real one. Word. Like I said in the beginning, you know what I mean, I pause frequently because I like to give my input, and I also don't want to get copyrighted because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of my videos been getting flagged. But yo, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you made it to this point in the video, please comment below your favorite part. Please tell me what you enjoyed about it. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I love to be corrected. I want to have dialogue in the comments. Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love music like this, and I love people that just put their story on a pen and pad and also give us a history lesson while doing it, because, you know what I'm saying, if you don't know this stuff on your own, this is your first time hearing it, and it's going to give you a different insight to what's going on, not just on your home field, but around the world. You feel what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you are not subscribed yet and you watch my videos and you like them, please subscribe. We're on our way to 2,000. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video, man. And see what we're on demand. I'm going to holla at y'all, man. You got it.